All right, just finished table for one. And I am quite full, so I need to kind of work it off. So I'm just gonna go up to one end of town and back. So here we go. This place right here, this is called the Gypsy Blue. I remember when this building collapsed, and it happened at like 2 in the morning. I remember that turret right there, that thing literally collapsed in the middle of the night. Now, luckily nobody was hurt, but I'll never forget hearing that story. And then it was closed, and they had to be, they had to get the inspectors out and all that kind of stuff. A lot of these buildings, like this used to be a bank. Now it's a law firm. You can see the night deposit box. Even across the street, that used to be a bank as well. Kind of interesting how towns reinvent themselves. In the same way, you can reinvent yourself. Your past does not equal your future. Backyard Beans Coffee Company. Okay, that's cool. Never been there. Ambler Sushi and Poke. Small town America. Better than any city. I'm telling you, better than any city in the world. Widow's Peak. Distilling Company. Okay. I don't drink anymore, so I won't be visiting there, but who knows? Maybe I could sponsor an event there of some type. Let's see if this works. All right, I'm going to cross. There we go. Good. Bridget's Steakhouse. Probably one of the best bars. Again, I don't drink, so what's the sense of going to a bar if you don't drink? But some of the best steak I've ever had. Ever. Phenomenal. Love it. We have Casey's Alley. The first bar. Good bar in Ambler. Let's cross the street here. Okay. I'm just walking up one side, down the other. That used to be a barber shop. Now it's some kind of jewelry store or something. I don't know, but I remember the old guy that used to work there. Okay, so there's a train coming. For those of you that don't know, Philly has a great train system. The bus system is a different story. And let's see what's coming. I don't know what direction it's coming in. We'll see. And I love how the old train stations become restaurants and such. All right, is there a train coming or not? It may be coming from the other direction. I don't know. Hard to say. Train is approaching the crossing.
Warning, a train is approaching the crossing. Please do not cross the tracks.
Okay. So there's people waiting on the platform there.
A train is approaching the crossing. Please do not cross the tracks. Tracks.
So it dropped people off,
A train is approaching the
picked
crossing.
people up.
Please do not cross the tracks. Warning, a train is approaching the crossing.
There we go. I used to take the train to work. It was so efficient. God, it was so efficient. Such a great way to travel if you don't want to drive. The wild thing was, where I used to live, it used to take me an hour and 10 minutes to get into the city. And I took the train, Took me an hour and 15 minutes. But here's the thing. When you're on the train, you can sleep, you can read, you can get work done. And usually, I would say the commuter people are not big talkers. The first car, I don't know if you know this, if you take the train in Philly, the first car is the quiet car, where they just don't want people talking and chatting it up. You know, you had a long day at work, and the last thing you want to do is just sit there and listen to people yapping. Harry's Tap Room. Look at that. The night deposit box. Isn't that beautiful? Usually it's like a drawer that pulls. That is beautiful. Yeah, the first car is always the quiet car. I don't know if you guys know that. Where you don't talk. You don't talk. All right. Last week I said this is a town of salons, barber shops, and just a great little town. But it's on a train line and a bus line, which has its pluses and minuses. Art studios with a weird octopus, all kinds of art supplies, art classes. I once was going to have a private barbershop on the second floor of that building, but they didn't have air conditioning in the building at the time. Oh, they got a skeleton with walkers and hospital beds. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, that's kind of funny, isn't it? A lottery ticket store. Floor covering. Compass Real Estate. We cross here without getting hit. It's now 5:30, so a lot of people are coming into town to eat. I'm leaving town because I just got done eating. Indian cuisine. All right, we got Forest and Maine. I never ate there. Maybe I'll try it. Indian place. Some kind of like Art Deco place. There's always interesting artwork in here. The human form. Very interesting, right? What medium is that? It's like paper mache, right? Fascinating. There's the place that I had Mexican right there. Little pub. Sushi. Stone Key Cellars. Have no idea what that is. Interesting. Looks like a pub. Bring your own food. And they have spirits there. An old-fashioned, old-school electrical supply. They have lighting fixtures here that I've never seen before. Just kind of fascinating. I remember when Chrissy Sultana and I used to come to this town a lot. She always loved this one. Oh, there it is. She always loved this one light. Kind of looks like a spaceship or some kind of something. I guess that's a neon tube. That has been there for years. Pretty fascinating. Ultra modern. Not something I would put in my house, but that thing's been there forever. The Act 2 Playhouse. Beauty Institute. That's a where people study to be hairstylists and estheticians and learn nail technology, become a nail tech. And I had taught there. Good place, good people, good students. Blood Moon Tattoos. Gravity Salon. Again, more salons here than you ever know what to do. Pure Spa, another one. A lot of salons here. But there's a lot of beautiful people here, so you got to keep up with the demand. You know, if people didn't want beauty services the place would not be.
Your beard looks nice, man.
What's that?
Your beard looks nice.
Oh, you like it?
I love it, man. It's a good look.
My hair used to be black and my beard was black, and like you.
Bro, that's the way to go, man. I can't wait to have a gray beard.
Yeah?
I can't wait.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
You got any gray at all in there?
No, not yet.
It probably starts happening mid-30s to 40. You get little speckles in there, and then...
So man, yours is such a clean gray.
Yeah. How about...
You didn't dye that.
Oh, God, no. I'm 65, man.
Yeah, but still, man, it's a nice gray. Usually it's, I don't know, it looks dyed. That's how good it looks.
I had a beard like yours until I got divorced, and the first year I was divorced, it turned white. The stress, man, I'm telling you.
Congrats on the divorce, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you know?
Oh, yeah, well, you look great, brother.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Of course. Have a good one, boss.
Have a good night, bro.
You too, man.
Yep. Here we go. That's funny. Well, that added to the conversation, didn't it? The town tour.
We'll see you when you get here.
First Presbyterian Church. Great cafe right here. Good stuff. What else? This barber shop right here. This is a black barber shop. I see them sitting outside on the chairs. Sometimes they know me from my videos. We're always fist bumping and high-fiving and shaking hands. Good guys. Probably some of the best fades in the Philly area. Primitive Boutique. Flower Shop. Ambler Theater. Old school Art Deco theater that you saw last time. Brand new Mexican restaurant, never been there. Cantina Feliz. I probably will do table for one in there. My favorite Italian restaurant outside of Philly, From the Boot. Do you know why? Do you know why they call it From the Boot? Because Italy looks like a boot on a map. Like some more outdoor stuff going on. A lot of happy hour stuff. Restaurants. Tannery Run Brew Works.
That's awesome. So I'm going down Sunday.
Geronimo's. Peruvian cuisine. I have never had Peruvian cuisine, although I did date a Peruvian girl who was absolutely lovely. Just a joy to be with. We used to cut hair together many years ago, and have nothing but great things to say about her. Anyways, back to the parking lot. And see, right now, there's probably just a handful, if that, of parking spaces. Because people are pulling in for dinner time. All right, where's my truck? Where's the truck? My 20-year-old truck. Well, that was fun, right? How about that guy stopping me, a complete stranger stopping me on the street because of my beard? Beards build bridges, right? They build bridges. So you want to meet people, men or women. I have people say to me all the time, "Man, that is a great beard." You know, women will say, "Can I touch it?" But it's kind of funny that whatever. C.S. Lewis said this. He said, "Friendship is made when one person says to another, 'Wow, you too?'" So whether it be beards or smoking a pipe or working out. I had a guy said to me today, "And what is your workout?" Which, what does that mean? When someone says to you, "What is your workout?" That means they looked at your form, your aesthetics, and they saw something that looked like you keep yourself in shape. At my age, you know, I'm literally, I don't know when you call it, there's my chronological age, and then there's, what's the other age called? I forget what they call it. But, you know, I could sprint down the street and beat like a guy half my age. Zero questions asked. One guy asked me, "Oh, look at this truck right here. If I ever get rid of my 20-year-old Toyota Tacoma, this is what I'm getting right here." That's a brand new, looks like a brand new crew cab Toyota Tacoma. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Sitting up a little high, running boards, nice mud tires on it. I love it. As I was telling this one fella, I said, my goal used to be bodybuilding, to be big and strong, blah blah blah. Now I could give a shit about the aesthetic of size. Let me just get in here and put on the air conditioning. Hold on. Put on the vehicle. Turn the vehicle on and start. I used to care about the aesthetic of size. Now I don't care. And I said to him, I said, you know, all I care about now is to be lean, strong, fast, and flexible. And if I'm walking down the street with my wife, whoever that might be, and there's seedy characters walking towards me, I want them to think twice if they're going to pull any funny business. I want to have a combination of a welcoming look, because I'm a welcoming guy. People can talk to me. I'm friendly. I make eye contact with people. Or, in that situation, I want I don't want to fuck with him look. And my thing is this: if you're going to be a husband or a boyfriend and you can't do 10 fucking push-ups, how the fuck are you going to defend your family and your wife? Seriously, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, man. It pays off. You can get to be in your 60s and 70s and be healthy and happy. And you're not a slave to genetics or your dietary habits. Take my word for it. Believe me. I mean, I was a big fat Guido for a long time. I'll never forget that. I was a big fat guy. I wasn't quite Bobby Bacala, but I can tell you that, I was 260 pounds. 260 pounds. I mean, I had muscle and everything like that, but it was just surrounded by 4 inches of fat. And then I got rid of the fat, and I feel great. I feel so much better. I sleep better. As a matter of fact, it's so funny that at my age, I've only started feeling my limitations now, when most people start feeling their limitations at 50. I've only started feeling my limitations now, in my 65th year. So what can I say? Everything is a direct result of what you've done for the previous 10 years. The health that you are now enjoying is because of what you've done for yourself in the past 10 years. The lack of health that you're not enjoying right now is the result of your lifestyle for the past 10 years. So getting in shape now, taking care of yourself now, the reality is, it's got a delayed effect. You might not think that far ahead, but if you start now, what do they say? The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time to start is today. You literally, the delayed effect, if you start now, is that when you're 10 years older from what you are now, you're going to be glad that you started. Seriously, think about it. The shape and the attitude and the mental acuity that you have right now is the result of what you've done for the past 10 years, good or bad. All right, hope you enjoyed my weird little tour of my evening, my table for one evening, and that was fun, wasn't it? Catch up with you soon. Thanks.